Evening, everyone. Monday, the 15th of November, and it's happy birthday to Sophia Mantell. Sophia, how are you? And happy birthday.
Hey, thanks very much, Thane. I'm a year older and wiser, if I'm lucky.
Fantastic. The glasses make you 2 years older and even more wiser.
Thank you so much. I'm highly offended.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being here, and it's a real pleasure
thanks
having
for
you.
coming to my birthday today. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the cheese board antipasto platter that I put together?
Yes, and the truffle cheese and the
God, that was
$10
so
bag of biscuits, something like that. The $10 bag of chips. Enjoyed that. It was delicious. But I'm going to be honest with you, was impressed with the birthday cake.
Okay, thanks.
You extracted the gluten, and that's kind of a deal breaker for me.
But also, what could have happened, and I didn't think about this until I got to the bakery today to pick it up. I got it from Bluebells, and they do a great cake. They do a great cake. So, if you're looking for a birthday cake, go there. It's fantastic. But I ordered mine for pickup yesterday. And what I thought about today was, they're probably not as good on the second day. I should have ordered it for pickup today on my birthday when I was intending to eat the cake. So that was my bad.
Okay. All right.
Maybe. But we'd had a lot of food before, so it was like a bit much, I think. It was a little bit much. Needed a cup of tea.
Most definitely. Hi, Thane and Soap Eat. Happy birthday, Sophie. I just got to say that, unfortunately, for me, Recap Dave has discovered my phone number. And
great.
Yeah, I got one quick call in from him. I kept it very brief.
What'd you talk about?
Nothing. He said, "Are you on tonight?" I said, "Yes." Okay, bye. It's very brief. I don't want to continue it on now.
Hey, Dave, what's Puma doing tonight? Is he lurking around? Quite like to see that cat.
But anyways, happy birthday, Sophia, and I'm sure you're going to get a lot of happy birthdays through the comments. We've got and you can talk about what you got for your birthday with Benny, because I know he's coming up very shortly.
Fantastic.
And we've also got a special guest tonight on the show. We're here till 10 o'clock. We've got Anya is coming on from the Cross Street Music Festival. And so this is 3 years in the making. They're on for 3 years, and they've been doing a really good job. So I just like to...
Thank you, Matt. Thank you. And Dave says Puma's outside. Bummer.
Annoying. Bummer. Right, okay, well, let's get to our comments, man. Birthday girl, stay right there. Stay right where you are. Fact-checking our 1000th show tonight and Sophia's birthday show. It's Benny Mack. Welcome.
Welcome one, welcome all. It is a freaking exciting show today. Sophia Mantell, happy birthday. It is true. It is a fact. Sophia Mantell is the birthday girl. She gets anything she wants today. She can have the cake and eat it too. We're going to let her stay up late. She gets to pick anything she wants from the gas station. She can have it.
Oh, that's nice.
And Thane, it is always horrifying when the callers get a hold of your private number.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like a gross... it is always horrifying when the callers get a hold of your private number. It's a gross violation of trust, and it feels like a digital molestation.
But if you do want to call and chat to us or text us, just 021 949 555 is the number to do it. Okay.
That's the number to do it. That is the crisis helpline. Great times. It's going to be a hell of a show tonight. I'm excited.
Anytime, day or night. Anytime, day or night.
Of course, Benny Mack is your host. From 10 o'clock tonight, it's Talking Smack with Benny Mack. He'll talk marijuana, he'll talk LSD, whatever. But tonight's Smack is on the menu.
Absolutely. I am freaking hyped. Yep, that's the time. 10 through to 11, we're going to take your live call. If you agree or disagree, frankly, I don't give a damn, but I do want to hear your opinion.
Thank you,
Very
mate.
spicy. I like that kind of an attitude.
Yeah, it's good. All right, we'll come back to you very shortly. Our guest will be here very shortly. Her name is Anya. And
Did
she's
you just think
from
to yourself in the back of your mind, oh no, I said very shortly twice.
Yep. That kind of put me off, which is annoying. Happy birthday.
Keep going.
Y'all are great. We've got a Jonathan Kampala. Y'all are great.
Thanks,
That's great.
Jonathan. Thank you very much.
And Corey West, g'day from Point Shevin. Happy birthday, Sophie.
Oh, thanks, Corey.
And Maddie Rollinson, love the show, bro. That's nice. Thank you very much.
I'm assuming that's directed to you, Thane, because he gave me the birthday comment and he said, bro, so he's one each. That's fair, and I like that.
Good. I'm happy with that. I'm absolutely happy with that.
Harry Potter.
Which child is?
The two older children.
Oh, yeah. Hi, darlings.
In bed.
Can they hear me?
They're not allowed over. They said, you've got to keep it.
Hi, honey.
Distracting them.
Hi, Lola.
Wave, you guys. Oh, say bye.
Hi. How was people?
Did Mum have a good birthday today? She did, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Very good for making her birthday pretty.
Thank you.
Good. All right, get lost now. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Honey.
Jeez, you're in that weird. We're both in that weird movie thing, right? Where I prefer to show the movies that I grew up with. That are like
I do.
Indiana Jones and the Lost Ark and stuff, and Goonies and that type of thing. Where you you find the more what do you got there? Harry Potter.
Well, no. See, I would think this is something you've misunderstood here. These are the movies I grew up with, but I'm 15 years younger than you, so Harry Potter is what I was.
Gosh, Eddie Murphy and Trading Places. What a classic.
No, but you know what? It's funny because,
Tootsie.
I like
another good one.
Like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, right? Which would be the same era. Great movie. But you put it on, and you're like, ooh, that's quite a bit worse than I thought it would be, like even for an 11-year-old, because there's just all the stuff that pops out and you're just not expecting it. And I think the ratings back then were pretty lenient, like they didn't have seat belts in the back of the car and stuff. So, things were a little bit looser. I don't know.
You got a flurry of happy birthdays. Littler's come in with a happy birthday, Sophia. Thane is old. And Jody is
thanks, Jodes. Thanks, Ben. Makes me feel really special.
Well, it's good. I'm glad you're feeling the as we pad for our guest. I'm glad you're feeling the love today, which is nice.
Really
tell everyone what you got for your birthday.
Oh yeah, well, just for anyone who's thinking, what is he saying? Padding. What is he talking about? Padding is when you have a guest coming, but they haven't arrived yet. You have to talk and make up for this time that we have here, so that you're not sitting there like this, waiting. And that's what they do on the news as well when they're waiting for Jacinda Ardern to walk down that bloody aisle and stand up and tell us what's going on.
Why pad when you've got Benny Mack? Here we go.
Oh, never mind. Well, I got a bag, everyone. I bought myself a cute little bag.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, hold there, Benny. You bought yourself a what?
Shoes. A little pair of shoes and a little bag. Do you want to see it?
Yes, please. Can we come back to you in a second there, Ben? What were you thinking,
Sorry,
Benny?
Just a minute. It's just here. I'm keeping it close and safe.
This guy here is a house favorite. David Wayne Harvey. Happy birthday, Sophia. Thank you very much. She says, thank you. I'm back in the red zone after a weekend at home with the family. Oh, that's nice. And I was in your area the other day, Littler. Hey, here we go. Here's your bag.
Wow, that's the cutest bag I've ever seen. I know. Thanks. It's mine. Yes, they were really hard to come by, sold out everywhere. I did manage to get my hot little hands on one. I was a little bit surprised at how small it was, but then I put the handles on because, they come when you've got to put the little handle bit on by yourself. Laborious. I fucking love it.
Brilliant.
Don't tell them I just swore.
I want to bring out Benny Mack, one because I want to go and grab myself a beverage. So Benny Mack, pad for us.
I heard what you're saying before about the children choosing movies and things. Frankly, I believe that children these days are given too many damned choices and not enough responsibilities. When I was a child, I used to chop firewood and cook the family meals from the age of 6. 6-year-olds these days know only how to chop wood in Fortnite and build tree houses in Roblox. It gets my end up.
What does that mean? What does end up? Jody, will we have a cute kid walk in? Oh, I wish. I just
Thanks,
put it
Manny. I appreciate it.
I put it to bed quite a while ago. She goes to bed at about 6:30 because I like to, 6:30. Then usually these turkeys are in bed by 8. Read for half an hour. Then I work and pretend I have my own time till about midnight. Then I go to bed.
Fantastic.
But I'm going to come visit you with all of these little chickens as soon as humanly possible, Jody. If you're still
Can I just say quickly, 2 movies that I can't get enough of.
Okay.
Field of Dreams, Kevin Costner. Not available on any streaming platform I can track down. I had to watch it on YouTube.
What a shame.
With Pakistani subtitles. Not that there's anything wrong with that. And then the other one was Cocoon. You can only buy Cocoon 2. You can't buy Cocoon. Cocoon. With Brian Dennehy. Cocoon. Cocoon. The movie Cocoon. So, yeah, thanks for making me say Cocoon all this. Our guest is here, everybody. Let's go do that now. Our guest has arrived. Let's go.
Here we go.
Anya, welcome to the program. How are you?
Oh, kia ora. Hey, how are you?
Yeah, very good. Well, you coming to us from somewhere very exotic. Look at your background. Is
this is just my apartment. Yeah.
I love
I know.
it.
I've got my special Is that a plant?
I put my special lighting on for you guys tonight.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's working. You look beautiful.
Thanks, darling. Yeah. Thanks for inviting me tonight. Yeah.
No worries.
Pleasure. Thank you for coming. So tell us all about this. What is happening? What are we into here? It's year 3, is it?
No, it's year 4. It's been
year 4. Yes.
I know it feels like the last 2 years have gone pretty quickly, haven't they?
Yeah. It feels like one. It feels like 6 months of hell.
Yeah, and last year was just extremely hard. I mean, I think, like the year before, we literally put the festival on about 3 weeks before we went into our first lockdown.
Oh wow.
That was just quite insane, really. And I remember we've got some shots that came back from the photographers of people up in Lim Chow, and they've all got masks on because, that was obviously when that first call went out that, that might be in the country. And then obviously after that, we all know what happened after that. But yeah, last year we had a postponement, so that was a bit hair-raising. But yeah.
Can you walk us through the history of Cross Street Music Festival? How did it come about? Who was your kind of like your big acts, and maybe smaller acts that gone on to be big, and where are we landed now with it?
Yeah, I guess from the beginning, I guess the reason why I started it was just because there was a lot of clubs kind of and live venues closing around the country. And that was basically the motivation to kind of put a platform out there right now. And yeah, I guess the acts and stuff on the first year, we had Lady Six, and we had a lot of kind of low-flying acts, I guess, Yakan Era, and Julian Dine played and stuff, but he did a solo set. And then I guess we've travelled on, and the whole kind of platform is to try and reach every genre, which you're not really supposed to do, but I guess my whole theory is that we're in K Road, right? So anything goes, and so we should really reflect the environment. Being in a city environment, why not? And it just means that there's opportunity across all those genres throughout New Zealand, and that's important right now, I guess, to create these platforms. And I guess just being 100% Kiwi owned, operated, and everything around it, like all the acts and now all my products and stuff. Thank you to Scape Grace.
All right. Hey, can you hold that up? What is it? What is it? Oh yeah, nice. Awesome. Great.
But yeah, you know, like I think that's really important right now. It's quite funny because all those ideals and stuff I set in place before the festival, obviously before COVID hit, and now they're even more important for us to align with everyone that's doing stuff on the ground here. You know, like we are enough. You know, that's my tagline and what I do. And not to say that I don't love seeing an international act and seeing all these people coming over. I just feel like if there's no platforms for our youngsters, I mean, and they just go to these gigs and see other people, there's inspiration in that. But
absolutely,
you know, we've just
And also, when you do get like an international DJ, they just like when when I've gone and seen international DJs, I'm going, gosh, you know, one of our local DJs could play that exact set. You know, there's no real whoopee. Okay, great. There's a couple of what's happening, Auckland. But that's about it, you know.
I think it's changing the value, you know, the value a little bit and just valuing locally. And I really noticed that when I went traveling probably 5 years ago to LA and New York, and I really just spent heaps of time, you know, going and seeing gigs. I saw Flume at the Madison, I saw the Drums and, you know, Williamsburg, and I went to heaps of different types of acts. But it was so cool that local people go to support their local acts.
Yeah,
you know.
But also, can I just say, also, you've got Cross Street, which is beautiful and brilliant. What a great idea! Was it hard getting Cross Street?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people keep away from these type of events just because of all the red tape that you need to go through. We're dealing with council, you're dealing with permitting, you're dealing with, you know, like 70 pages of documentation and police reports, and now there's all the COVID stuff. But I contract council, which is great. I've been doing that for a few years, so I've been upskilled a little bit in that. So that really helped to build that. And Cross Street is it's got so much history, you know. Like I went to parties there when I was younger. I was working at Kuja Lounge, and you know, I was working at Galatoff back in the day as well. And those were, you know, live venues. I think inspired me to just bring that back into Auckland too, because I think some people outside of Auckland think that Auckland's really uncool. I don't know if you think that. They do. They just think we're all like, you know, poppy and not very serious and stuff like that. But there's always been a really strong underground music scene in Auckland. But
especially on K Road.
Yeah, and K Road. And they've come fleetingly through and then buggered off and just gone international, you know. There's just so many acts we know that have done the club scene here for 6 months and then they've gone, you know. So, yeah, I think it's an exciting space to have.
Is this something you have a background in? What led you to this?
Yeah, it's really funny because I guess, I mean, obviously I've been working live music clubs for quite a few years. So I guess I was working at Voodoo Lounge in my early 20s, and that was a full rock scene. And then going into Kuja Lounge and Galatoff, there was just every genre there as well. So
you know what the weird thing about this is, Anya? Every time you say one of these clubs and bars, I'm going, God, I wonder if she's seen me in a couple of states, you know?
I've seen you. It's okay. It's all good. My lips are sealed.
Kuja Lounge, oh God, and that other. Okay, anyway.
It's like Voodoo Lounge out the back and Dragon Bar. I ran that for a year, and so everyone's like, "You don't remember when I was?" Yes, I do.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Sorry, what were you saying? You worked at some bars? What?
That's all right. That's part of actually being in hospitality. You know, you never take any of that information away. You know, as leverage.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Unless you're a horrible person, which obviously you're not, which was great. So we'll just any will remain.
No,
so.
You know, and that's the thing. That's the fun about being in that scene, is understanding it from a hospitality point of view.
Yes.
You know, understanding that if you put on a concert, it's about the people. So you provide chairs, you provide cool things for people to interact with when they're there, and it's not just walk in, you know, pay for a gig. You got nowhere to go or do anything, and then, you know, no one looks after you and no one looks after the toilet. So I guess, all those things, you know, like as a lady as well, as a lady promoter, I try and bring those things into the event, you know, that I want to have when I go to the event, you know, and I want to drink a cocktail and I want it to be the best cocktail I can get in the country. And, you know, I've got such great brands on board because they really just want to, they want to have fun and they want to support a New Zealand owned and operated gig.
But also, and the commercial side, Anya, is the fact that that bloody railway station's going to go in a few years' time, and when that's finished, we could just high-end it into the venue, into Cross Street.
Yeah. Well,
it's
that
going
was
to be incredible.
That was basically, it was in the plans for that as well. It's just forecasting, People don't want to do something in town. They think it's naff. And I love being at Explore. I love being at Shipwrecked. And I love going to all of those festivals.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to the very first one at Explore because my partner at the time had put some money in and supported Amanda and those guys, So I was there on the second night and it was wild. And it was, it was just awesome. And so having all those experiences, you think, oh, but I'm a city girl, I want to go to something in the city. And then that lends itself to a whole other landscape. And Cross Street has just got, a cool landscape. But then, even this year, it was passing down all day. And everyone's like, oh, you're going to go ahead. And it just cleared, at 4 o'clock because it's in between two buildings. And it's in a short little area. So, we had a little bit of rain, but nothing, It just, it didn't even really go into it. But, obviously there was other festivals that are happening around the country at that time that were totally blown out from the weather.
Yeah.
So,
I remember Big Day Out used to do that as well. It used to be like raining and then kind of miraculously, like just before, 11 o'clock when the doors opened, it kind of all cleared up and it was fantastic. I remember the George days, we used to do winter warm-ups at the back of Galatos and, throw some snow down and all that type of stuff. And it was kind
they
of
were amazing gigs. Yeah. It was great because people were really creative and just, there was a lease there for people to come in and do stuff. So, so this year we've got some really exciting things happening in March. So we've got a company called Soulstorm. They're coming in to do some mapping on the walls and, all kinds of stuff so that it'll kind of make it look quite interesting. We had some lasers last year and I thought that was quite a cool thing to do because it was raining, so it was a last minute thing and it just created like this magical kind of fairy dust, I like to call it. Everyone was just getting, looking up and just loving it. It was just added something special. So we've got that and I've just released our first 3 acts, which is Lips Park Road and Kitakalo. So I think that kind of sounds out the style that we're presenting. It's a little bit of everything, There's a little bit of dance, there's a little bit of electro.
This sounds like a 95 BFM presents.
It totally is.
Yeah.
And and headlines and stuff. I'm not really worried about headlines. I'm not really a big headline girl when it comes to this kind of thing. It's more about creating a vibe, the street vibe. I mean, it's an incredible energy on the street once we get cranking, and it's a very fast-paced show.
Yeah, totally.
It's not 50 minutes playing. It's like 35 minutes, and then bang, a DJ, then bang, roll out, and the next one. So it's quite fast. So no one gets any time to be bored.
How long does it go from start to finish?
It's 6 hours, but I am trying to get another 2 hours out of it because that's the time frame that you can play music in the city.
Right.
Yeah. So you have to go and pay more money because it's all council.
Of course it is.
All of that. So I'll probably just put some awesome folk and some solo artists that are doing really well at the moment at the beginning.
You know what? I'm all for the folk. I'm all for the folk, and I'm all for the kind of hillbilly kind of rockabilly kind of country crossover. I love it.
Well, I'm gonna just drop one thing that we are having, and it's a band called Sea Mouse. You have to check them out, but they're quite Led Zeppelin kind of influenced. And they're really fun. I've seen them a couple of times. The first time I had to wear down at Whammy Bar, I had to have a full headset on because they were so loud.
Brilliant.
But no, the second time they sorted that out. I think it must have been their sounding, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. I said that was not their thing. So you can.
Well, it's just they're jamming, like it's quite a different vibe to the younger ones, These are seasoned rock kind of musicians, it's proper rock and roll. So you can't help but go back to, when you're listening to your mum and dad's music and Led Zeppelin and Floyd and all of those kind of things. So, and that's what I love as well. Like the whole festival's actually real multi-aged, there's no, I wouldn't say it's a young festival. It's just for everyone. So I think,
One looking down from the car park and all that type of stuff. It looks good. Yeah, but it's a whole thing, isn't it? There's a lot of energy, and a lot of people bring a lot of stuff. So it's if you look at it as a whole, that's why I like the idea of like headliners, international. Who cares? You're going for that 6 hours. You're creating
an experience, aren't you?
And actually, do you know what? I had same name Confusion play a few years ago, and no one knows half the acts that I'm putting on. I love it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I know that one. And I'm looking at them, you don't know them at all. You know, like, that's fine. I get it. You don't know them. But the whole point is that, you know, just trust me. I'm going to curate something with some pretty cool people I've got behind me. And we're just going to make a really interesting musical journey, you know, that represents New Zealand music from different areas around New Zealand. And yeah, and just kind of reflects the nature that we live in, that makes the music that we make. I mean, you know, that's the thing that's different to us, you know. Anywhere else in the world, and I've been around the world and I've travelled and I've been to big festivals, and I remember quite clearly being on a train going from, you know, London to France, and there was these drum and bass DJs behind us, and all they did is they had sticks, and they were making music, and they were just playing the beats from the train.
Yeah.
And that's how they were making their music. And I was like, well, environment is just such a big reflection of how we make music.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Where can people, Dylan's come in and has said, where can we buy tickets from?
Yes.
Yeah. So we have got them at crossstreetmusicfestival.co.nz.
Yeah.
And Ticket Ferry. So I usually put out really, really cheap tickets. So I actually put out $30 tickets. And they've gone obviously this year, but I want to send them to all the people that have already come, that have supported me for the last 3 years. So I put an email out, and they went in 3 days. So, you know, fair enough. But I want to do that for the people that have supported me too. You know, it hasn't been easy, and you know, putting something new on in the city with not much support, I have to say. You know, like council and all these other people don't support too much something that they think. You know, until you're a few years in, and they can see that you've lost all your money. And
No, I totally get it. You know what? And if it goes really well, they're all up your ass. They're all about it. Like, oh yeah, we supported these guys from day one. Blah blah blah. That's what I hate. Everyone needs this. We need it.
I totally get it, but at the same time, it's like I want to do it because I want to do it, and I don't want to do it for the money. And you know, if I can do it successfully and get people on board to help. City Rail Link's been really supportive, so they did my TMP last year, and they're doing it next year, which is, you know, it's like $8,000 to close a street down, man. It's not cheap. You know, I could buy a car for that, right?
I bought a van for $500 the other day.
Yeah, I know. So, you know, people, you can't take these things lightly, and it's a smaller event. It's not a big event. So if it was 25,000 people, sure, I'd get my money back, right?
Yeah.
But because it's small and boutique, you need to kind of create an equilibrium of creating a cheaper ticket, but you know, making sure everyone can come and enjoy it from all ages as well.
Yeah.
And
so, what's it like? What's the environment like? Could you come in and not drink and enjoy it and kind of not be pushed around, or do you need to be into like hardcore rock, or what's the vibe?
There's I mean, last year we had Wax Chattels, and there was a few of my mates that, you know, they're real explorers that I don't like this music, and I was like, don't worry, it's gonna finish in 15 minutes. And okay, you know, because it's not going to be forever. But I want everyone to try something, you know, like that's it. And if I'm forcing it on you, well, tough luck, you know. Like, we're an inner city, and actually the whole point of this city is that we've got such diversity, and that's what we need to celebrate. It's a safe alliance space, so I work with Safe Alliance, and obviously it's what we do too. Well, basically it just means that you've got to have signage everywhere, you've got to talk to people. I put that into my housekeeping, and if anyone comes up to any of the security or any bar staff and they say that person's annoying me, they're out. That's it.
Okay, cool.
They're out. I don't want them there. It's just like, that's not our vibe. We're you know, it's in a city, everyone's cool in town. They've already been kind of like, to a certain degree, trained at going out, you know? They know what to do. Have fun, you know? Don't ruin it for everyone else. And, you know, when you come in, I've got a try bar, so you can get non-alcoholic. There's a big water truck, so you can drink water if you don't want to drink. And all the drinks, like, you know, I've got drinks from McLeod's up north, the Waihi guys. They come down and they literally pour the beer, and they bring some of their boys down, and they're just telling funnies the whole time, and got to chat up the girls, you know. Yeah.
Hey, but I suppose you've got to make some money on add-ons, right? You got to sell some spaces around the place. You got to do all that kind of thing. Because, I mean, you know, tickets are not. I mean, tickets are they're not expensive.
No. But you know what I'm saying? For me, there's not enough tickets. There's only 1,200 tickets.
Yeah.
I've sold nearly 200 tickets. So, and then I give nearly 200 tickets away. I give every person that plays at Cross Street 10 tickets, which no one does.
Right.
I make sure their family can turn up and,
That's
have support, which is stupid. And my business accountant is like, what are you doing? But I don't care. I think don't have that flavour to it. It doesn't help.
Is there a chance of like putting a big screen somewhere else and selling a pay-per-view experience? I don't know. I'll leave it to
I will have a chat about that. I'll message you tomorrow, Thane.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe on the top floor of the car park there could be some sunbathing lounge up there and some pools or something.
Oh God, I'm working on
Hydro slide. Very generous of you to give away the 10 tickets and to each performer so their family and friends can come.
Because they do want to come, don't they? I mean, I love seeing mum and dad and auntie and that there, and that's the whole thing. They want to show off to their family. I mean, everyone else is like, oh yeah, that's great, but actually, and then they've got something to talk about for months.
Absolutely.
And they've got their own little video clips, and I'd rather that go viral than all the other stuff.
I love it.
Really nice. It's a great place to party. I remember going to some party there a while back, and you sort of party on the bridges.
Yeah.
So that was a bit of fun. Iconic Cross Street, iconic New Zealand location. I've worked on a film shoot there. We use Cross Street as a location, and it was starring, from your conversation earlier, Sophia, Daniel Radcliffe.
Brian Dennehy.
Right.
Oh, okay, Daniel
Harry
Radcliffe.
Potter. Filmed on Cross Street alongside Kiwi hero Rhys Darby in the movie Guns Akimbo a few years back.
Shit, I had no idea.
Oh, yeah. I mean, those two bridges are really cool when they're lit up and stuff, and we've had silent discos through them and all kinds of things kind of just happening alongside, they'll have a little silent disco and then join into the festival. Yeah.
What a logistical...
So I think it's an awesome opportunity. And what we should do is we should actually do a promo tour and drive Thane's $500 van there and do a photo shoot right there under the iconic bridges. It could be great advertising, man.
Yeah, I'd love you to do that, and I'll give you guys some tickets to give away close to the time.
Thank you very much. I'd love to.
Thank you.
There's something I've been trying to come up with a few ideas of doing things around and getting people to know their neighbourhood, because I've got the stencil cut out of Cross Street, the stencil.
Yeah.
But I want to take it around everywhere and take a photo of it and see if people can kind of recognise where it is,
Perfect. I love that idea.
Yeah.
A couple of things I've got for you, though. I just want to quickly go through some of the messages. Someone says, Kawai says, great podcast.
Thank you.
What bands played last year? Dylan wants to know what bands played last year. Just quickly, I think you said that at the beginning.
Oh, last year or this year? Oh, God.
Go this year. Go this year.
Oh, God. My brain's gone now.
Don't worry. Pass. Pass.
No,
guys.
Anya
saying
seems
that.
like a great lady and with a beautiful soul. Oh, isn't that lovely?
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think. Yeah, I'm just trying to focus on next year, to be honest. Once I've got it out of the way. But yeah, what I've done is I've actually left everything up on the website. So go to www Cross Street Music Festival, and I've actually got all the different people on there that played. But we didn't have Nah Noise, which I was really, because we had to do the postponement, we couldn't get them to play. But I had Auntie Al come up from Wellington, and we've had heaps of different kind of people from around the country. I think that's the main one for us, is just to try and promote everyone. And for me, it's not about who played, it's actually like that people can get to play somewhere. I think there's just needs to be more promoters that can get people up playing.
Yep.
Because I get like so many emails, and it's kind of terrifying that no one's got anywhere to play.
Yeah.
True.
That's the thing, the same people play at every festival because they're popular, and then it's how do you get that any new talent coming through?
Totally.
Yeah, and I saw a post today on that. Yeah. Sorry,
I've got to quickly. I saw these, the marching girls, the ones with they're like the short skirts and the big hats and the big fur.
I used to do marching.
Yeah. I think you're going to bring the marching girls back on stage. I love that. And set to a band and music or a DJ. That'll be amazing. Second thing is,
that sounds good.
why don't you do a pay-per-view? Like, shoot it, and then for people who can't make it, sell them a ticket for $9.99, $15.99, and they can watch it.
I'm trying to get anyone from Samsung or someone that can help us with the live feed thing. So that's what we're looking at.
Okay.
We've got a few people keen to do that kind of thing. I don't know the logistics.
We can help you with that. Benny Mack and stuff. We've got an outside broadcast van and all that kind of thing. So we will talk to you about that. And the other thing is just off topic. Why we were talking to Hamish Pinkham the other last month or something like that about Rhythm and Vines, right? Why hasn't anybody attempted a New Year's Eve party in Auckland and made it really go off? Like, is it really hard, or what's the deal there?
I tend to, just because I've worked hospitality, keep away from that kind of night.
Right, okay.
Because I know what comes with it.
Yes.
And it's not what happens during the party, it's what happens afterwards. And, you know, like I'm a conscious person and promoter in a sense of my drinks are low alcohol, like provide an environment where you don't need to drink as much as, you know, it's not about selling that. It's actually about having a good time. But I tend to think some people can just go a little bit too hard in those environments, and it's a lot harder to get licensing for it, to be honest.
Right, okay. Gotcha.
And but yeah, no, someone should do it. I just keep away from those ones. I like to keep my shit real.
It's not going to be you.
And people get in the taxi and go home, and there's no fights, and there's no, you know, none of that, you know. So yeah.
Hey, another thing is this a Vax only event, Anya? Is this Vax for vaccinated only, or what?
Well, basically, because it's council land, if it was privatised, then I could possibly get away with that because I'm, you know, up to the hilt in paperwork already. There's no way I could do it without making it. Yeah, a vaccinated event. Yeah, so, you know, I just have to go with the flow, obviously, because I don't have a choice.
I think everybody's in the same scenario, aren't they? They just have to kind of get on board and just get it done.
The other thing I had thought about is actually creating an area where I could have more of, you know, handicap and stuff like that. So there was access and maybe people with autoimmune disease or I don't know, something like that was in talks. But
that's a really good idea.
So it means that they can just rock up into the car park and they can be there if they want to. But again, it's a chat with Wilsons and they're quite hard to deal with. That's why corporate, you know, and they don't sometimes want to have anything to do with you.
Yeah. Anyone jump the gate? Anyone get a free ticket, like kind of like cruising through a restaurant or a bar or go through the car park?
The first year and stuff, I didn't care because I'm just like, look, if you jump the gate, I feel real flattered. That's amazing. Goals, my drink.
Yeah, that's great.
So, you know, and then as you go along, you have to tighten it up because it's just more that, you know, if it's a whole crew or something like that, it is cross street. So, you know, I mean, there's still that vibe, you know, and so, yeah, you've got to be a bit careful. But it's also about just making sure that everyone feels safe, you know. Yeah. There's a lot of younger girls there and, you know, all of that. So just creating a safe space is really important to me so that everyone can come away from it and feel like they didn't get anything happen to them, you know, and and they can just feel like they can let loose a bit, you know. Yeah.
I love that. That's great. It's nice to hear someone say that. You know, we've talked to a lot of people in these sorts of industries, and that stuff just doesn't naturally come out. You know what I mean? It's not a subject that we usually talk about. Yeah. But that's great.
Hard when you've worked in hospitality and you've seen it all, though. You know, you've seen it all. Yeah. And I actually used to bounce on my bars, so good luck to the ones that tried it on. It was like, you know, whoop. That's when I was a bit younger and fitter and used to do kickboxing. Booty Lounge was great for that. It was like, oops, down the stairs you go. Here comes the ambulance.
Take it to the curb. Hey, but you know what? You're the first promoter I've ever spoken to that is quite conscious like that. You are looking after the punter as opposed to cramming them in, you know, kind of like working within the grey area, watering down the drink, you know, all that kind of stuff. You know, the usual promoter carry on. This is fantastic. You got a lot of respect out there.
Thank you. Yeah, I just hope. I mean, I haven't heard anything too bad. I mean, it might be, I actually put the word out on the emails and let everyone have a go at me straight after the festival, and it's. I find it really cool because some of the young kids are just like, "Oh, that guy should have played longer," and you know, it's they're not really complaints. It's just that they love that one more, and that should have played longer, and you know. should have had this or something.
Hey, you should do that too. Another thing I did at a couple of George parties is I would, to raise some money, because you need to get some more money out of this. I had a big screen where you could text your thoughts to the big screen for $2.99.
Oh,
I
that's
love that.
smart. That's cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then
Yeah,
it'll
yeah.
go, I love this band. And then, it'll take out all the words that you don't, the C word, the F word, and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, we don't
What
mind
about
it. It's
you?
frustrating. We don't care about that. You know.
Yeah. Oh, no, we just got like,
Oh, you might have got a barrage of things,
oh,
yeah.
yeah, we got some
You don't
terrible.
want to be like
terrible-
mid playing and seeing someone tell you how bad you are.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's all
Oh,
that
yeah.
kind of thing. But you just don't want
I
to,
like
so that's an idea for you. You should put that up on there because it's that street lends itself to screens.
Oh, I'll
Absolutely.
definitely have a chat to you about that because,
Yeah.
it's always for me. I've done the last 3 years. I feel like I've done it by myself, and I've
Yeah.
had to do every element of the event by myself, which, with a small team kind of leading in, and that's hard work. But as we're getting on now, I feel like I can kind of alleviate some of these roles off to people, and then I can get people in and kind of train them up as well, so they can go off and do other events
Correct.
and do things like that as well. So it's all about kind of sharing your knowledge and what you see as a sustainable event, as well. Something that's sustainable and also something that grows small. So I'm not really big on shouting about this festival. We're on BFM and we do a lot of stuff around K Road and stuff like that, but it's really generally to get the people in that really love music.
Yeah.
And Amanda has been a huge influence for me from Explore as well, and being conscious and creating events. She's a star with that. I feel like she's a star, and she's taught a lot of people a different way of seeing how you bring people together to create harmony and get the best out of everyone on the night, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. Good on you. And what's the date one more time?
So 12th of March.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we look like we're good to go, and it should be really sunny. And my yogi moon mates have told me that that's the best date, and the sun's going to align and between the street, and the sunset's going to come right through the street. So
Oh, that's nice.
I do love
Absolutely.
that. I do love that. When the sun is pinging off the drums, we like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait to see it. Hey, Anya, thank you so much for your time tonight. Really
Thank you
appreciate it.
so
I'll keep
much.
in touch. I find all this stuff fascinating. I don't want anything out of it, just to help you out with a few ideas.
appreciate
and
it.
Dane's going to come an intern for you. He's going to come and
Yeah, definitely. Like seriously, I've only got 3 and a bit months now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's exciting. There's heaps of people involved, and I'm actually doing a little pocket park up on K Road. So all the people that have actually got in touch with me, I'm still looking for people. So if there's anyone out there that does want to come and play, there's opportunities to come and play.
We had some cool people
Yeah.
play on the show. Thane, we should actually. There's
Oh,
been a
keep in
couple
touch.
that are like actually decent. That would be cool.
Because everyone is seriously going, I just want to play.
Yeah.
That's their creative outlet,
Yeah,
When that's
yeah.
just dulled down, as you know, it's just not good for anyone,
Yeah.
And it's just a chance for people to get out there and do their art,
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey, can you guys just chat for 2 seconds? I'll be back in a split. Won't be a second.
Yeah, you know what's happening right now, Anya?
Oh, God. Be topping up his wine.
Toilet. It's good.
That's okay. Yeah, you were going to ask
Wait.
me about the logistics before because I was going to,
Yeah, that
full
must
on.
be just an incredible logistical nightmare. I mean, how do you do it? What's your efficiency rating here?
Well, I actually worked for Fashion Week for 8 years. So
Okay.
I was a venue manager for them, and I did a lot of sponsorship stuff for them, which is like wearing about 10 different hats. So I kind of
yeah, I
learned
bet.
to juggle that, but also juggle how to handle people and,
Yeah.
demanding kind of things,
And personalities.
Yeah, but you plot away. You just do one thing at a time and just go, I've got to do that, and give yourself a good kind of, database of all the stuff that you've got to do. I am pretty organised.
Yeah.
I do events for a living, and I do. I work a little bit for council doing activations around the city. So, yeah, it's just so it's not easy, but I know how to do it. And if I don't know how to do it, I'll ask someone. Because my health and
it's one of those
safety.
key
Oh my
things.
God! Like I rang this guy to do my health and safety, and this is a true story. I rang him and I said, I got the boss, and he goes, "Is that you, Anya?" And I said, "Yeah." "Oh, who's this?" And he goes, "Every time I came into the bar, you would always put my drink in front of me. What do you need?"
That's nice.
Oh,
And isn't that cool, eh?
Yeah.
Like something that
That's nice.
comes back from the past and gets you. And it was like $1,800 to do my health and safety report, and he gave it to me for $300 or something.
That's so
wow,
good.
that's
Wow.
awesome.
You know,
Yeah,
and
that's
but
nice.
those
That's
are
nice
just cool
little-
stories of just when things go right, you know,
Mm,
and the
little
things
pat
that
on the
really
back.
happen. Yeah, yeah.
I like to call those moments breadcrumbs, and then a really good moment is a slice on your
Yeah.
way to the loaf.
Yeah, and that's so you just got to be really thankful. I wake up, you know, my mantra since last year is just, you know, be really thankful of what you're doing because this is something you really love doing.
Yeah,
You know, like put everything into what you love and just don't be a cunt.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a big one, isn't
No,
it?
like
Don't be
you
a
know,
cunt.
it's so easy to be that and not the other.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
So,
it is.
it's
And it's so
actually
much
easier.
more fun and easier to do your job when you're enjoying it, or you know, just keeping in mind that this is something you wanted. You know,
Yeah, I
It's
know.
not
Just turn it
years
around.
ago.
You can turn people's day around, sometimes by
Yeah.
just being, you know, a
The
bit
other
fun.
thing, though, it's
Yeah.
got to, Anya, I've got to be honest with you. It's easier not to be a cunt these days when I'm a bit older now and a little bit more mature. You know, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah.
reactive, eh? It's like a reactive kick, like your buttons are just shorter.
Yeah,
Mm.
most definitely. Yeah.
It is like I
Yeah.
want it is a growth thing, I think.
Mm. And I think I give myself a talking to for that reason. If you get into a meeting or someone sends you something, you know, that you just feel is ridiculous, you just have to take a step back for a moment and go, okay, I just need to, be real
Like,
with this.
instantly come back into it. You're like, I can leave that and just have a wee think, cool down.
Yeah, and just, you know, I mean, we're all here to have fun. If we don't think like that, then, you know, and especially now, everyone's not in a good way to be reacting to people.
Yeah.
Like that. You know what I'm saying? And you never know what someone's dealing with, and that's what I like to think too. Never know what that guy's dealing with that I might have to talk to tomorrow, and he's coming at me stressed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, I just want to take that off him and make what I'm doing easy so that he doesn't feel like this is stressful, you know?
Yeah, absolutely agree with you.
I love that. I really, really rate that whole ethos. I think that's fantastic. I've had a similar sort of thing going on for myself, actually. And I ran into it with someone who was doing some work for me. And I just, you know, you can even like through emails, you kind of read people's feelings. I don't know. I'm like, what's going on with this chick? And she was like late to deliver something to me, and I was getting like a little bit miffed because it was supposed to be timely. I ended up picking up the phone and just going, is everything all right? Like, it just seems a little bit off. And she was like, actually, you know what? I've just had like 6 people pull out, and I've run out of money to pay my person to do the work for you. And would you be able to give me a little bit more time? I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, I can. Like, it sounds awful.
It's funny, but people don't know how to communicate. Some people haven't been taught how to communicate, but they know how to feel.
Yeah.
The instant reaction. So I've learnt that, I think, just from doing Fashion Week, when, you know, you have someone screaming at you from the doorway, and it's because they can't get a part for a car to deliver 2 boxes. But it's got nothing to do with that. It's just that the whole day was in there for them, and that was the last thing that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
And
if you just change your way of dealing with it, it changes everything for you, because otherwise you'll end up with a fight with, you know, in a fight with someone, then your day is going to be shit.
And then they remember you. You're the last thing they remember
the asshole.
But I would be like, come with me, let's have a water. Do you want a champagne? Are you driving? You know, like, just chill out for 5 minutes. Do you have to be anywhere? Don't worry, that guy will drive the truck for us now.
I'm going to come to the festival if I can hang out with you, because you seem like a great...
You better put your trainers on because I'm running, girl. But that's
all right. Done.
But that's all good. Yeah, no, it's fun. We'll be running around. It's always fun. And meeting all the artists as well. Yeah.
I want to go as long as I can wear a walkie-talkie. I've always loved a walkie-talkie. You know, you wear
one of those 80s phones as well, though, the block phone. I can see you with one of those.
Yeah.
I'm going to need a pager. I'm going to need a pager and a 2-way.
Fair enough.
If I'm coming.
I love it. Yeah.
Well, we'll be in touch with you closer to the time, and I'll be in touch with you regarding all my crazy ideas.
Yeah, I love it, guys, and thank you so
Awesome.
much for tonight. It was really good. I needed like a little lift, and this is definitely it. So
Oh.
thank you so much.
Good. It was so nice to talk to you, Anya. You're amazing. I love you.
Awesome, man. Yeah.
All right.
See you soon. Thank you very much.
See you later.
See you. Bye-bye. Well, that
She's
went really
awesome.
well, didn't it? She is so cool.
She is so cool. Oh, yeah. I'm about that whole ethos. That right there that's the way the cookie crumbles. It's a good time.
You build something that's good from the core, and then it's going to really pay dividends in goodness.
I think so, for sure. Yeah.
Hey, just going past these, Trevor's come on board, a new listener there, and say
What's
bye,
happening?
Anya. He was a person outside. Drifting guy saying where the drifting at. Jonathan,
Oh, sorry.
Anya's my sister from another mother. That's nice. And Trevor's going back in the day with the chapel and George days, which were all very, very much a fun time. But if we're talking about helping Anya achieve, financial freedom from the cross street, I'm not saying blow her up and make her a gazillionaire, but I'm saying there are some digital ways that me and Benny Mack can help. And make this interactive. She's probably doing all interactive stuff, but adding another layer of stuff.
Pretty switched on, but I think you, and I've always said it, I think you're really good with out of the box ideas. Just you need to be an ad creative.
Yep, we're going to do it. What we're doing is we're actually putting spas right up there on the car parking building. They're going to be plugged in 38 degrees, cold showers right next to it. We're going to even have glass-fronted saunas. We're going to be doing this holistic breathing rituals, but it's all going to be part of the festival. You can even have champagne, smoke hookah, hanging halfway out of the spa pool there, out of the jacuzzi, living your best life.
How do you like that? I mean, Benny made me sign an NDA telling me this before the show. Now he's just blurting it all out. Oh, well, great ideas, Benny. You've done it again.
Yeah, well, that's it, my guy. I was tied up in all these legal ramifications. They had me signing motherfucking affidavits after affidavits. They said, "Do you want to put your hand on the Bible, the Quran, or the Book of Mormon?" I said, "I'll put my hands on all three."
Weird word though, affidavit. And you're like, hold on, is it David?
I'm not. It's it's
not
confusing. You're basically signing your life away to some guy called David if you break your promise, and they could put you in the clink until the motherfucking cows come home, and that's a farming term.
Thank you, Emily.
Yeah. I don't want to waste the super talent here. Benny Mack coming up with the talking snack with Benny Mack. And coming up in 8 minutes. Thank you, Benny. We'll come back to you in a couple of seconds. You don't want to lose the concentrate of the sunlight liquid. That would be doing our listeners after 10 o'clock a disservice.
That's true. Wow.
Are you feeling special? Are you feeling
I
special?
am actually. Thank you, everyone. These messages have been heartfelt, kind, and very, very lovely to read. I'll be honest. Some guy called me hot before. Thanks.
Yeah. He's asking Benny to get a leg over. Yeah.
I'm not, but thanks.
Joined a few shows, Thane, but didn't really know how I could chat away. I mean, you could, Trevor, if you'd like to.
Join Benny. He's 7 minutes away.
Yeah.
And Frank's ballpoint pen.
G'day, Frank's ballpoint pen really got a workout, didn't it? There you go. Nice to see you there.
Yes. Well.
Yes, I want to thank everybody for their fantastic comments. I want to thank Anya for coming onto the show. I thought that was extremely amazing. I just want to say that Winston Peters looks like he could turn the ship around and come back to Parliament. I see that.
What does that mean?
Jacinda is. They did a Colmar Brunton poll today, and it looks like everyone's falling out of love with Jacinda, but she dropped a bit. But still stayed in the lead. It's like News Talk ZB dropping, but still number one.
I don't know if I see it, I don't know if I see her getting the boot.
Oh, no. She's beloved to this country.
Yeah.
Robert Bradbury joins us on the show this week. We're going to break down that Colmar Brunton poll and with the specific thoughts, can Winston come back?
Win it, eh? Oh,
Yeah.
that's lovely. Someone's calling me subpar. Not tonight, buddy. It's my birthday.
Oh yeah, and Frank's ballpoint pen. You're doing great things. Have
That's
you
a
been
blatant
accepted?
lie. I'm a fantastic broadcaster.
Yeah.
Hey, so
Mm.
Ben Littler, thanks team, been a big day up. Oh, travelling to the red zone. Hey Ben, are you referring to Auckland as the red zone? Is that what that is? Is your house is just out of it, isn't it? So that must be what's happening. I hope your family's well.
And Littler, you got to give us some context. Yeah. Oh, so red zone is Auckland, right? Okay. Yeah.
There you go. And Frank's ballpoint pen. Oh, I'm sorry. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you. Please reserve all insults for tomorrow.
So seeing looking very rosy tonight.
Thanks, Big Logie. Appreciate it. Oh, Papa Moore, have you guys moved? Cool. What are you going to do tonight, Thane, after this? Are you going to watch some TV?
You know I am going to watch Succession.
Again?
Oh, a new episode tonight.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've got to put these children to bed soon because they are just getting away with murder. They're staying up because they know I can't do anything. You see? They're watching another Harry Potter behind me.
How did they deal with the C word?
Well, they just don't know what that is because I
Right,
don't
yeah,
ever say it.
Great.
So
Okay.
they didn't know what that means.
Okay. That's
Come
fine.
backwards, honey.
Thane, you are still in touch with Nick Dwyer. No, I'm not, but we want to get Nick on the show, possibly this
Oh, yeah,
week.
we could do that. We could
Yeah.
do that. I would love to talk to Tu again as well. Hey, if you guys do have any requests of people you want us to talk to, flick us an email or
Plus-
jump on our website and go to the contact form. It's talkback.co.nz. Or we've got an Instagram page or a Facebook page.
Madam Congressman, I would like to say direct our audience through to talkback.co.nz. Can someone please make a donation so I can pay the fees for Restream that are coming up? Thank you very much. Godspeed, Sophia. Happy birthday again.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Because it's only one day and you say, thank you, I appreciate it. And then you go to sleep and then tomorrow no one says happy birthday again. You've got to wait a whole year.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm taking it all tonight. Thank you very much.
Well, guys, are we going to draw some pies this Friday? The pies are from Love a Pie. Don't get on my tits, Michelle. I'll sort yours.
No, she said, how much is the fees? There's no set donation amount. If you want to donate, you just go in and you just type it in. I don't know what you could just type in.
Yep.
I know $5,
Michelle,
$2,
your
whatever.
pies are coming.
50,
But
100,000 if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Don't be crazy.
So I'm going to leave it there, everyone. So on the pie front,
Pies.
if you do share the broadcast, you go on the draw. I will draw a legitimate person this Friday. I'm going to leave you with that message. Benny Mack is talking smack right after the break.
Eyes are
Everyone.
closed.
What?
You look like a mole.
Benny Mack is coming up after the break, everyone. How about now? What does this look like?
Oh my god.
Benny Mack is. What is this, a costume shop? Where did that come from?
Put that back on. Put that back on for a second. It's so odd. It looks superimposed. Like it looks like someone's just put that on with a computer. And look at the shape. Give it a little jiggle.
Yeah, I look
And
like.
then take it off and go, ma'am.
Howdy, ma'am. I look like
Take it
I look
off
like
from the middle.
bearded. Tony
Like
Gardner's saying bearded chipmunk. Big Logie saying Māori politician.
I
Ben
don't know
Littler
what
saying,
that means.
like Dover Samuels, he's a Māori politician.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll take
no,
that
I
off.
meant bearded chipmunk. Ben, you wore that in Memphis. That's funny.
Yeah. Me and Ben went to Memphis together. Long story. Anyways,
I know.
gotta go now. We'll be back tomorrow from 9 o'clock. Thank you very much for joining us.
Someone said you're looking sexy in that hat. That's funny.
Benny Mack is next. Good night, Sophia. Have a lovely evening.
Good night.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Calling me.
Dave.
Oh, God.
Right, bye.
Hello.
Thane,
Oh, what the hell do you want?
I'm just saying hi. How are you?
Well, You look good.
Yeah.
All right. He
Can
just,
we still talk?
no.
Please?
See ya.
Okay.
Pressing the button.
Phew. Man, oh man, that was a freaking awesome show. Welcome to the second part of the broadcast. That, of course, was Talkback with Thane Sophia. And we actually had a little thingamabob happening there. I'm just going to play... I was meant to play the ad. We were going to play the ad. I couldn't find...
Hey guys, the team can't be here tonight, but get amongst the text message.
Okay, it's not that one. Hang on.
We're sorry we can't be on the
Nah, we're here. I'm here. I'm on the damn show. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of them. I'm gonna get rid of them. What show are we on? We're starting the show. The damn show. If you wanna if you want to subscribe to me on YouTube, you can do that now because we're going to get talking smack with Benny Mack. We're going to get that underway. All right. Live viewers call now. Live callers call in now. Thanks everybody for joining us so far on the show. I'm just going to turn the music up a little. Ooh-wee, big show. Big show. How's everyone doing? How's everyone faring? It's getting towards the end of the year. Apparently, it's getting towards the end of this damned lockdown as we know it. I want to see where you're from, so just type it in the chat. Type in the chat who you are and where you're from. We are going to be taking live callers, so we need you to call, get in on the line, call a caller anywhere, call a caller. Are you there? Recap Dave, is that you, my guy?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Recap Dave, what are you having for?
I apologize, I'm eating. Pardon?
No, that's fine. What are you eating?
Crackers. See, breakfast crackers.
Oh, mate.
I'll try it.
Yeah, well, I think that you and
crackers.
Sophia. Oh, breakfast crackers. Have you made a little cheese board there, or are you just having dry crackers? Because man, it looks dry.
I was given them by a Pacific Island friend of mine.
Okay, I think that's problematic. If you're, why don't you just say a friend of yours?
Well, he's a nice. I'm just describing him. He's a really nice guy.
Okay, a nice friend of yours, okay, and he happens to be Pacific Islander, but it doesn't define who he is. Caller on the wall, caller. Can I take your call? How you doing? Is that you, Carrie?
Hi, Benny.
How you doing, mate? How's life?
Good. Greetings from level 2.
Oh, greetings. Are you there? Greetings. From level 2, what an exciting time. Carrie, this is Recap Dave. He's our phantom constant caller. He's got a syndrome that makes him call shows. Don't you, Dave?
Yeah.
He's what we call a constant caller or a constant talker. His mum had the same problem too. Couldn't shut either of them up.
And so was my dad.
And so is his dad. His dad doesn't know when to
Who
pipe down
told
either.
you my mother talk? How do you know my mother talks a lot?
Oh, we were talking about it, mate. We were talking about it the other night.
Who knows my mum?
You know her, mate. You know,
Well,
hey Dave,
I've
we're
got-
going
I've
to come
got-
back to you. We're going to come back to you.
These got crackers.
that's,
There's nothing on them.
I know, that's what I was saying. He's giving himself a severe case of cotton mouth. I sort of wear these glasses because you know what it's like, all the bright lights, the glare, and all that. So I'm going to keep them on. I hope you don't mind.
No, you're all good, buddy. How you
I
going?
appreciate you. I'm doing nice. Hey, it's bloody nice to see your smiley face there at the other end of the line.
Yeah,
And,
I didn't expect it to be so long before I got to see you in person again from the last time.
Nor did I. I know. I was actually thinking about a whole bunch of people. I assume that our lead's sort of flown the coop, I'd hope. She's not still cooped up.
Oh, I think they got stuck here for a couple of months and then they got flown out back to the UK.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, that would have been a bit torturous, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
But away she goes in the middle of a freaking global pando. Man. Yeah, wild stuff. So do you have much plans for New Year's? You going to go camping or?
You know I'm not a camping girl, man.
Oh, come on. What are you going to do? You're going to go on the Blue Bridge, go down to Nelson and...
No, bro. Look, I'm 35 years old.
Yeah.
For the last 10 years, we've always ended up at my friend's house in Newtown. And it's turned into a bit of a tradition now that all the like lonely theatre people of Wellington end up at this house on Owen Street. So I think I'll be there again this year.
And is that a New Year's thing, or is that sort of you just sort of spend a week there and you sort of,
That's
take a little...
That's just a New Year's thing, but whenever I'm in Wellington, I'm usually at that house. It's a bit of a wayward home for actors and directors and stuff who have no accommodation or...
So do you guys do a bit of improving when you're there? Like, so one of you might assume a role and another one might come in there and create a scene and they might sort of flesh it out and create some sort of scenarios?
Yeah, but all the time. It's fucking insufferable. If you... If you're not involved, it must be the most annoying fucking thing to witness. Just a bunch of drunk actors pretending to be other people at a party. That sucks.
Yeah, they're just spending time with their own sort of bipolar sort of disorder there.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Incredible. Okay, well, we've got a full house. We've got Hayden joining us. I'm just going to bring him in just to say hi. Hayden, how are you going, buddy?
Yes.
Is all well at your end? He seems like he's got manic. Oh no, you're right, man. You're right there, buddy. Can you hear us?
Oh, yeah, I thought you guys were having a moment.
Oh, we were having a moment. We thought we'd bring you into the moment, but when we brought you in, it almost looked like as if you were having a manic bipolar moment there. Quite in deep thought there over the screen.
I'm trying to get my own fucking YouTube thing like you've got, the intro.
Oh, like the little video.
Yeah, like the intro with the noises and shit and the spinning stuff.
Oh, well, what I'll have to do is I'll have to give you the link, mate. I have to give you the link.
No, I want to do one for my own YouTube channel.
Yeah, I know. Well, what you need to do is I'll give you the link to the website that
He wants
does
his
it.
own one, not you.
And then you can plug your shit in, mate. Look at that. Look, my fingers are creating this amazing wave.
So I'm trying to do it, mate. Yours is pretty fancy.
Oh, I did that for free, buddy. I did it it was such a freeing experience. I didn't pay them a damn cent. But my one's sort of like in super low res. So Hayden, Carrie, Hayden. This is another one of our sort of constant callers. You've been on the show a bunch of times now, haven't you, buddy?
First time listener, long timer.
Long-time caller. Now, Carrie, have you got any sort of items around, like maybe what I'm always looking for is high-value items, like it might be a valuable digital item or a larger sort of homes good that you'd be sort of wanting to sell. That's sort of something you want to sell that you don't need.
I've got this.
Here we go. I love this part of the show. You've got a horse. Oh my god. Okay, is that a stuffed?
That's an interesting
Is that a horse
item.
fetus that's been stuffed, or is it a model?
It's a model, but it's a really big
Thank
model.
God.
Like, so there's my face. Like, that's
It's,
for scale.
now is
Yeah,
that
it's
like
a
a
very
$200
interesting
item,
item.
or am I over or under pricing that item? Is that a $300 item?
Yeah, I'd go like $250 to $300.
That's a $250 to $300 item. Has it got any holes in it where any dogs have got a hold of it and sort of like pierced it?
No, she's in good condition. I think there's some lipstick here. But
Oh, someone's been kissing their ass.
that'll come off.
I should hope so.
This is
And what
another
would you
one of
put?
my
What would you put that item under? Like what category would that item be under?
horse.
Horse category.
I put it under taxidermy.
This is my favorite. This is my favorite thing.
We're gonna go to full screen.
You got a couple of items there.
Is that that's some sort of animal?
Yeah, it's a wolf.
Did you kill and skin that wolf, or is that a synthetic wolf?
It's a synthetic wolf that
Okay, so-
I stole from a kid.
Okay, so that's a stolen item. Okay, so any animal activists, this is a synthesized, or what I like to call a
Can I ask
3D
you?
wolf.
It's a faux wolf.
It's a
Would you put the
faux
two
wolf.
items together as a bundle?
Yeah. Hold on. There's
You-
one more thing.
You'd
No.
bundle them.
She would bundle them, and they could be under animal-related
This is probably
memorabilia.
one of my favorite things as well.
So just under the wow, and that is of course a cat or a dog. If you
It's
don't
good
know
for
what
Christmas for the little
How
kids
to
and
read
stuff.
animals. It's a cat, isn't it? A cat.
Yeah, it's a cat.
It's a cat. Okay, perfect. Yep, I got it the first try. Shouldn't have doubted myself.
How much?
Yeah,
How
but
much
was
did
it-
that item that Selena? The item that Selena listed last week. That item. How much did that item go for?
The Spacies machine. We listed a Spacies
Yeah.
machine, and I think it got $50.
Oh,
That's
and they
pretty
picked
good.
it up.
I have a
we
Samsung
need to-
S10 Note that I broke.
Okay, so where is it broken? Is the screen
It's
smashed?
the screen smash, so it needed to be. I needed to get the screen repaired, and it was like $450 to fix the screen.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I bought
Okay,
this
so-
for $1,100 last year.
Ooh, okay, so here, this is a shout out, guys. We've got so many items for sale. What we're doing was we're actually fundraising for the show. So
You already did 4
uh,
items in like 5 minutes.
yeah, any proceeds raised from these items goes directly to the show. So we thank you for getting involved with our fundraising efforts. It's a real sort of generous of you tonight.
I don't think I realised that was what was going on, Benny.
It's all part of the fun of the show.
Well, we always do Monday item swap.
Oh,
Yeah,
like,
it's a big item swap. Hey, let's go and check with Recap Dave. He's always got something. Hopefully he's not going to try and palm us off some dry crackers. Recap Dave, have you got a high value item there that you'd be willing to sell to help us fund the show? Come on, man. You live in a mountain of items. I'm jealous of the items. Just can you give us a quick pan around the room just to show us what our valuation crew is dealing with?
I haven't got anything. I'll
items there.
What's in that blue cube up the top behind you there? Because I think that there might be tapes in there, DVDs, CDs, maybe blank CDs in the blue cube.
I would buy some blank
There,
CDs.
on the top of that couch is a drawer. Be a few items in that.
Okay,
box.
what's the highest value item in there? Oh, sports bottles. Are these... Oh, what's that animal? Hang on, there's a synthesized animal in here. Dave, can you show us
Beats
what
by
type of
Dre.
animal you've got there in
Is it?
there? 'Cause we're trying to sell a bundle of animals on the show.
There's a new battery. I got 2 of those.
Oh,
and
it's
new
adorable. Is it the son of that cat we had on the show just before?
Oh,
No.
buy
it's
it.
beautiful.
No, that was a real
Beautiful
cat.
item.
The other one, that was a kitten.
Is it a living kitten?
Yeah, it was a kitten that I had.
What's its name?
This isn't a kitten. The kitten's outside. Kitten's gone outside.
Okay, perfect.
I can see a lot of kids being
What's
happy.
that animatronic robot's
getting
name
that
that
for
you're
their
holding?
Christmas present.
I've got two of these. We'll run out of batteries.
He's got two.
They
Okay.
talk. They talk.
To each other.
Yeah.
Okay, Dave, we'll come back to you real soon. Thanks for that.
So
That's a
we're
high value item.
assembling a bit of a kids pack.
We need you to find another item. Oh, very cool. You can play catch.
What items
We
in
need
that
you to
room I
find
can
a
see?
$200 item. Okay, Dave, go away, come back, find us a $200 item. We want to make lots of money. Okay, well, he really produced that time. He showed us that electronic cat.
I want it.
It looks like it's been heavily petted.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
What would you pay for that item? Is that I think that's like a $35, $25 item.
I'd go 20,
on a good
20,
day.
20, 25.
Yeah.
30 if it's a charity.
I reckon $18. 18,
Yeah, I was
$19.
being very generous.
But I think that he's got two of them to make a
Dave's
lot
got
of
two.
over Christmas.
Let's just check with Dave and let's just see what he thinks the valuation is on that item. Hey, Dave, what have you got there, man?
The chariot.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Of course.
Wow, that's intricate. Now, did you get that from the Colosseum when you travelled there as a
I got that
youngster?
given to me by a friend called Alan Douglas. He's into meditation. He gave it to me about 12 years ago.
Very generous.
He sold it to me. He sold
Did
it
he
to
mix
me
with
for
Russell Crowe?
Okay, so at the time of purchase, how much was that sale price?
Probably about $30, $40.
Okay, and what was your
It's worth
question,
more.
Hayden?
It's worth more than that. It's a chariot. It's quite good, but
Was it
New Zealand dollars?
used?
Pardon?
Was that used on the set of Gladiator as a miniature?
no,
by
but
Russell Crowe?
it's pretty good. It just needs. I need to get a bit of wire there because it's got this missing there. That wire goes onto the thing. I need to join it up. Bit of wire onto there.
Okay,
I can join it up
Dave.
pretty easily.
Okay, so how much do you think that would be able to recoup
I
on
think
that
it
item?
could go for
with that
about
option?
$70.
$70. We'll come back to you real soon, Dave. Thanks for that. Okay, so that's a $70 item. He's got the Chariots of Fire. I thought it was a movie prop miniature. I was incorrect.
$70. Tell him he's dreaming.
I mean, you've got your own
overpriced.
Antiques Roadshow going on right
Absolutely, we've got an Antiques Roadshow
Yeah.
scenario going on. I've actually, I've got one of these combs. I actually bought that down the line. It's one of those they call that a head massager. That's a low value item. That shouldn't be on the show. I
Well,
apologize.
Benny, can you ask the callers or the listeners if they've got a set of jousting sticks? Anyone listening or calling in, if they've got a set of jousting sticks, it's a high value
Yeah, quite
item.
right. That's a high value item.
And
Now, would you
it's what we
would you
need.
consider that? Absolutely, my friend. That's a reference to the Castle, a brilliant film. You need some jousting sticks. We can make that happen for you. So, Carrie, what's happening in your world? I mean, I know that you are right into the theatre, and I understand that you've had a production, or is that production wrapped up the white men, the Caucasian male production?
Yeah, we got that done middle of September, I think. But it was
Okay, great.
it was quite touch and go for a while. We had to cancel at one point and then turned into a postponement, and just trying to get the show up and running because it's been cancelled already twice because of lockdowns. And now I'm kind of just waiting for our horse show to start again, Benny.
Yeah. So that'll be really exciting if we can try and get back out on there. Apparently, they said they would, just like an animal that hasn't been dewormed. They said we're not going to let you back out there unless you take the Pfizer. I said I'm already taking the Pfizer.
Yeah.
It's been helping me for years. I'm joking. That's you know that Pfizer makes the blue pill, of course. But no, no. They said, well, yeah, they didn't really say that, but I thought, hey, if I want to keep my job, I better get stuck. Am I right?
Yeah, no, I've had to do the same thing. I mean, God, I've had worse things in me before anyway. What's the fucking vaccine?
I've been penetrated by far savage and more rough people before.
We either have free will or we don't.
Yeah, well, that's it, compiler, and we don't.
It's not that. I don't care enough. I don't care. I just want to work.
If we put a auction up there, let's hypothetically.
Go.
We put Puma up for auction for Christmas to raise money for kids and stuff. How much do you reckon we'll get for it?
If we actually sold the animal.
Yeah.
Now, was Puma, is that your cat or what's happening there? Or was that Recap's
No,
cat?
it's Dave's cat.
Forget. Okay. One moment. We've actually got another caller on the line. We'll be able to ask them. Selena Spain.
Hello there.
How you going?
Good, thank you. Nice to see you all. Lovely faces. Hi, Carrie.
Hi.
Yeah, I got $50. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
So did you get that $50 item? Was that the Spaceys?
Yes, and I actually I asked Adrian, the buyer, to come on the show. He's really excited, and he's a pro gamer, and he's actually done up quite a few of these machines before, and he's just, he was totally cool. So he's going to come on sometime and tell us all about it, the transformation of it. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So he's already come in, collected the said item.
To see that item.
Okay, great. Well, we'll need to see a receipt of the proceeds, and we'll of course need that reversed into our accounts ASAP.
The thing is, like the fees was quite high. I forgot all about the trade me, trade me greed. So greedy.
Was it like $30 fees?
It was at least, I don't know. It ended up being like $9 or something. I don't know why. I think because I withdrew the other.
Listen, look, we're gonna cut you some slack. I'm gonna let you keep the 9, but I want the rest.
The 41 I can only go to Stain's account because we don't have an account for our show.
That's not a problem. Yeah, give it to Thane. He's the boss. He controls me. He's like the old creepy guy.
Yeah. He well, I know what I know it's like to have overhead, so I think it's really good that they're asking for donations. So yeah.
You know what, Selena? I hate to manipulate you into selling all your household items off, but I'm going to keep doing it. God damn it! What else have you got? Any other high value items that we're going to sell out from under you?
Yeah, I do. If you just check my
Listening.
Just check my trade me because I see you listen. Yeah. No,
I love this part of the show.
Yeah.
And it is a big joke. I recommend that
items
everybody
under the right item headline, because I remember last time you put the Spaceys machine a different item, wasn't the right item.
I put on baby toys or something like that. Yeah, bubble machine.
I guessed that as well. I used my intuition, Carrie. It was really good.
Yeah.
She came on the show and she said that she listed it incorrectly, and I just guessed. I said you put it under baby toys, right?
Yeah, baby game.
I think that it automatically does that. I think it's to do with it's one of the first. Anyway, that is awesome. I've got a question for you, Selena Spain. If we were to sell if we were basically to take a caller's live cat, to sell it live on the show, Puma, to be precise. We've seen him on the show before, show regular. How much would you sell for that? How much would you pay for that item, considering it was in good condition and alive and well?
For Puma, $250. Easy.
$250, similar price to the horse. Okay, great. We're going to come back to you real soon, Selena Spain. We need to find that high value item. Okay. Perfect. So that's we've got many $250,000 animals here. You know? You hear people throwing around like $250,000, but $250,000. Those are the realms of animals that we're dealing with. This isn't the Melbourne Cup.
I mean, that's what I would have paid for a cat, for a second-hand cat.
Yeah, and
For a
considering
live
it
one.
should have had all its shots, it should have had its face checked, its claws should be clipped.
Yeah, no nuts. It's all
No nuts, and it also should be personable, it should be lovable.
socialized, trained,
socialised.
all that shit.
Not
yeah.
bitey.
No.
$250.
$250.
Yeah, and not pissy. Like, we don't want it spraying, we don't want it scratching. It needs to be a good quality cat at $250. Otherwise,
To find out from Dave, is it YouTube? Has it been YouTube?
Okay, Dave, are you there? We're going to cross over to you, caller Dave. What is the question, Hayden?
Has it been
Go
YouTube?
to him.
Puma's
Is it
not for
YouTube?
sale. Puma's not for sale.
Okay, Puma's not for sale. Okay. But this is
500.
hypothetical. If you had hypothetically, if we had a cloner, would you be willing to clone his likeness, or would that be copyright?
No, I would. If it could be cloned, I'd like it to be cloned. Actually.
Okay, cool. And could you do us a better rate than $250? Would you do like $50 cats if you could just punch them out on a machine?
I could sell that. I can sell this. I can sell that.
Okay, here we go. Oh, that kitten thing. No,
Okay.
get that on the screen. It's horrifying. It's horrifying.
They talk.
Like
They talk.
How much you want for
They
that?
talk. Okay, what is the brand name of that item? I want to do it.
I'll tell you. I can't find my glasses, so I can't tell you. I'll use a torch. I'll use a torch. I'll be able to see with a torch. See.
Put a little light on the subject.
I'm seeing a shelf there by itself on the left-hand side.
Use the sleeve. I've got
There's gotta
one
be a
lens
few
here.
items in there.
Oh, he's got items galore. I am, on one hand, I'm tempted to try and go around to his house, clean it up, and make a ton of cash. But on
You're
the
not
other
going
hand,
to.
but on the other hand, I'd be horrified to step in there because I might fall down and fall into a crevasse.
Right.
Would he bundle the chariot with the fake cat? Would he make it a bundle?
Can you imagine falling on the chariot and getting spiked by one of those wires? Maybe he would bundle it. I'm not sure. He looks like he's trying to get us that product ID. How are you doing identifying the product? Any
I'm
joy?
just trying to read it. I can't read.
Okay. Can you hold the cat right up to the camera? We might be able to get a fix on it at this end.
Sick. I don't think it says what it is.
Okay. All right. No problem whatsoever. We're not going to dwell on this part of the show because, frankly, the cat scares me. Its image is seared into my memory, and I think I'm going to see it as the last thing I see before I go to sleep at night. Okay, we're getting...
Yeah.
Selenia.
It even goes on wheels. It moves on wheels, I think.
Could you
Hang
put
on.
that on
No,
the
it
back of
rolls,
the chariot?
it rolls on wheels and it makes sounds and it makes noises. You touch it and it touches speak and it talks to you.
Okay, so what sort of things will it say to you?
I can't remember. I
Now,
haven't heard it go for a couple of months. It's running out of batteries.
Is that something that you use to sort of just to have as a companion pet?
No, it was just a thing. I liked it. It was good because it was talking. There were two of them. One ran out of batteries about 3 months before the other. It was about 2 months before the other one did.
Just a trinket. Okay, cool. What kind of batteries do they take, brother?
Well, it takes these batteries are a few years old. I actually found this. Was getting chucked out by next door neighbours of my friend Alistair, where he used to live. I got it like a year and a half, about 2 years ago, and the batteries lasted 2 years.
Here's a pointer. Take the battery out, bite it, bite it a lot, and then stick it back in.
I
It'll
might
work.
have some of those batteries. I'll find out. They might be pen light ones, I think.
Okay, cool. Kerry, do you have any questions for Recap Dave?
Yeah, not questions, but just some enthusiasm. I would like to see the cat operate before I put a bid on it.
No,
Yeah,
what's your starting price on that?
Oh, he's not in the. Well, that means well, look at it this way, Dave, and this is the way that I look at any item, whether it's a cat or any living cat, a robot cat. When you say that an item is not for sale, that just means that it's an expensive, high-value item, and those are the items that we're looking for on this show. Because that could, I mean, if you're not willing to sell it at $100, it may increase the value of that high-value or quality item. But we really just need to check that it's in working order before we make the transaction.
What we have going, Benny, is we've basically got items. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, items galore.
Absolutely. And I'm excited by it. I'm sure you all are too. We could auction these glasses off because these are given to me by the sponsors. I could set up some sort of a scheme where I, auction these glasses off at an exorbitant rate, much higher than the traditional retail rate, and then I just get the sponsor to restock them, and I keep this scam perpetuating the scam.
Well, that's, you're starting to talk merch, Benny.
Yeah, it could be a merch scam. I like the word scam.
I like the word heist.
Most marketers say that it's not a good word to use the word scam in any marketing campaign or promo, but I think that's a sham. But the word heist's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, I like heist.
They come up to your house and they're like, for starters, first of all, I just want to say this is not a pyramid scheme.
It's not a pyramid.
So we'll just get into it, but
yeah, okay, well let's just quickly check out with Celine Spain, because she's our show intern. We've given her she was stalking me for the first few episodes. We put her to task, and I tell you, she is it's become a very fruitful endeavor. Not only is she selling off spacey machines, but she's managing all these she's our social media ambassador. Selena Spain, are you there with us? Hey, where are you? Are you in the attic again?
No, I'm not in the attic. I'm not in the dungeon.
Can you just confirm your location? Are you okay? Do you hear us? Are you in the well?
Yeah.
Are you well?
Yeah, I'm well, very well. I'm in this. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of it's a seat that has it's sheltered, and there's cushions in the middle, and you can pull out the seats and put a table in the middle. I put it together, and it was a real mission to put together about a year ago or something.
That sounds like a high value item to me. Carrie, you got any questions? Any statements there, Carrie?
Yeah, are you outside or inside? I feel like
I'm outside.
Questions or something. You're outside. Is this garden wear? Is this garden equipment?
Yeah, it's from iFurniture.
Does it sweep?
You're outside, but you've got good indoor-outdoor flow, yeah?
Definitely, you can stretch out and fall asleep in this thing. You can put curtains up. It's really cute. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll need you to find the product code item because we need to list it right away.
No, it's not selling it. No, I'm not selling it.
Okay, we'll get right back to you. But Selena, we need you to come back when you found us that high value item, because we're trying to I'm trying to make this thing profitable. I'm trying to, what is it? Keep hitting it in the black. We're in the red. I'm just trying to keep us in the black. I'm doing the best I can here.
$1 in 1 week,
That's a huge payday for us.
Right.
$50.
Gotta think about what I could sell.
we like the horse. Do you have any more information about it? I mean, how would you acquire such an animal? Was that provided to you by production so you could familiarize yourself with the subject matter?
This was given to me from my niece.
It's adorable.
From my 8-year-old niece who thought I might like it for Christmas.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, so maybe I shouldn't sell it, but like literally it hangs out on the floor. It does nothing. It's just a horse.
What we could do is we could list it. Hayden, what's your opinion there, mate?
Is it real hair, human hair, or?
Yeah, it must be.
It looks very real to me.
From some little blonde girl. Yeah. A hair is actually quite expensive. Like real hair is very expensive. I don't think
Yeah, because you could use that for a DNA test.
Yeah.
So what we could do is we could do a pre-purchase inspection of the item, have it run through 23andMe, find out who the mother of the horse was.
Yeah.
Its mother.
Ancestry.com.
Right. So we could run her Carrie's hair. We could run the horse's hair. We'll trace it all the way back. It could be even a
and we can see if they're related.
We don't know.
If she's
Look,
related
this
to
thing comes off its face somehow. What's it called?
I think that would push the price of the item up.
Look, now it could be naked.
Oh, well, look at that. Look at the regal kind of majestic, however, that's the word, majestic, look on that horse's face there. Quite alert. You can see when its ears in that position, they're up, they're listening, and it's actually,
they're ready to save the town.
They're either ready to save the town or stomp you out, depending on whether you're a threat or whether it's a welcoming situation.
Have you guys ever ridden a horse before? Are you guys horsey people?
Oh, yeah, I am such a horsey person. What about you? Have you ever gone horseback riding? Yeah.
Hamner Springs. Hamner Springs. I saw a horse in Hamner Springs. So I think with our rural customers, Hamner Springs, Palmerston North, Masterton, they would probably be going after this item.
Yeah, I live in Palmerston North, so I've got access to this market.
Yeah, Big Smoke.
It's a
the
quality
Big
item.
Smoke. You're coming from Masterton, you go up to Palmerston North, the Big Smoke.
Yeah.
So it's going to go for a high value.
Provincial New Zealand's going to absolutely love this item. Let's see what Recap Dave's up to, because it's always very interesting talking to Recap Dave. He's always got a fresh outlook on life. Recap Dave, what have you found here in your treasure trove?
Nothing. I'm just fixing this chariot. I'm just fixing the wire on it.
Oh, excellent. What are you using, my friend?
I'm using a thing. This I'll show you. This metal. This bit of metal thing here. Sorry.
Chain.
Yeah.
It's like chain.
Every time I see this item, the value.
All right, so we've got more horses. Okay, so see what's happening
see that
here.
steel metal? See the steel type of metal. I'm using that from a sis.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for showing us your handiwork there. I think that's going to be super worth it now. That's a much more valuable item now. I mean, he's put in. It's kind of like an artist's embellishment. I think it really sort of suits. I reckon it suits.
Imagine
probably got
if you could get Russell Crowe to sign that.
Or Julius Caesar.
Or Julius Caesar. Quite right. Now we've had a
That's the way
problem
we follow.
lately. I just want to try to let everyone know, do not click on these links. This is a misleading advert. You will not get what they promise. I've tried.
I wondered why this kept coming up.
I've tried. Unfortunately, they do not deliver on their promises. Okay, what have we got here in chat? If we wanted true freedom, we'd live off-grid and away from all cities. We would.
That's what being in Palmerston North is like.
That's exactly right, because I mean, there's a big rural lifestyle happening there, and it's beautiful. You just suck up all that fresh air.
Yeah.
Good for the soul, great for the soul, and I mean this show. Whew. What is this, Benny? Because you haven't explained this to me. What do you do? What are you up to? What do you do when you're not gripping? Well, this is like a talkback show that. This is what do we do? What do we do? Recap, Dave. What's this? Is this what's happening? Recap, Dave. Can you explain?
I'm just fixing this.
Well, this is kind of like we're taking
I'm
care
using
of the
pliers.
community.
I'm using a pair of pliers from the
We're looking after the community, aren't we, Dave? We're checking in on people. We're making sure that everybody is living their best life.
A lot of COVID chat. We're doing that.
Yeah. Everyone, all COVID chat at the moment, eh?
It does your bloody head in. And so what it is
Well,
it's like a 2-hour show.
Mine's off the COVID and back to items.
I just in my drawer here I have a bit of an antique.
Ooh.
It's a videotape.
VHS
of Carry On Christmas, performed by the Abbey Theatre Restaurant in 1995.
Oh.
That's a classic.
So if anyone's got a VHS, I'd be willing to sell this. And you can watch.
Hey, how much do you want?
$5.50.
What is it? Tell me what it is.
It's a videotape of a Christmas show from 1995, performed in Palmerston North at the Abbey Theatre Restaurant, which is now closed. So that makes it even more valuable.
Is it comedy? Is it comedy?
Yeah, it's comedy, music, cabaret, entertainment.
Okay.
I don't know if this works.
$5.50 is a bit of a bargain. It's probably worth about $7.
Yeah, I reckon. Because I think one of the people in this list here of who's in it is no longer alive. So.
Wow. So it's actually a.
$7.50.
Yeah.
That actually you might actually be obliged to send that to the archives in Wellington. And have that restored by Peter Jackson's people.
Right, yeah, okay. I won't bother him. I'll see what Richard Taylor's up to.
Talk to Ricky T.
Yeah.
And see if he can get it recolorized.
It's got all the songs.
Netflix.
It's got all the good songs on it. That's entertainment. It Takes Two. The Madonna
TV,
medley.
The old TV2 theme song that it takes.
Oh, that's entertainment. I like that song.
Do you know
that's entertainment?
How does it go?
Good one. Hey Dave, you're a bit of a singer. Could you sing us a little Elvis song while you're there?
All right. I'll sing Are You Lonesome Tonight again. Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart? Is your memory straight for that bright summer's day? The day you kissed me and called me sweetheart. The chairs in your parlor seem empty and bare. You gaze at your doorstep and picture me there. Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I follow back again? Tell me, dear.
Wayne Anderson, eat your heart out.
I wonder if you'll someone once said the whole world's a stage and each must
play a part. In the ghetto?
They had you falling in love. Yes. They had me falling in love with you as my sweetheart. Act 1 is where we met. You read your lines so cleverly, you never missed a cue. Then came Act 2. You seemed to change. You acted strange, and why I never knew. Honey, you lied to me when you said you loved me. And I had no reason to doubt you. But I go on. But then you changed. And I'd rather go on hearing the lies than going on living without you. Now the stage is bare, and I'm standing there with emptiness all around. And honey, if you don't come back to me soon, you'll make me tell you.
Bring the curtain down.
Can you do it in the ghetto?
Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you listening to
I love that song.
Thank you.
So
Thank
good.
you.
Man, it's in your heart out.
Elvis always said thank you. He always thanks his fans. He always say thank you. He doesn't say thank you fans. He goes thank you. He doesn't say fans. He never uses the word fans. He just says thank you.
Doesn't he say
Thank
thank you very much?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
No, he goes. He doesn't say it in an unappreciative way either. He doesn't say it just flamboyantly, flippantly by not meaning it. He says thank you. He really means it. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Can you do it in the ghetto? Can you do it in the ghetto by Elvis?
Yeah, okay. How does it give me the first bars again?
Hey guys, I'm just going to step away momentarily, okay?
Yeah.
I hope that's okay. I'll be back momentarily.
Can you do it in the ghetto?
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
In the
In the
ghetto.
ghetto, and his mother cried. In the ghetto, and his mother cried. In the ghetto. Then one day he was in. I can't even remember. Now I want to do this one. I did this last time. I've said that one.
Do you know
Love
It's Now or
me
Never?
tender, love me dear. All I want is you. You're my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me dear. Hold me in your arms. You're my darling, I love you, and I always will.
That's lovely.
And another one I can do is this one. What's it called? It's another one of his.
Suspicious Minds.
Yeah, I'm not that good at that. But
It's Now or Never.
I have done this one before. Another one. Yeah, Suspicious Minds. Just give me the bars again.
We're caught in a trap.
We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. We're caught in a trap. We can't walk out because I love you too much, baby.
Sorry. It's getting moving.
We can't go
I don't
on
really know
together
that. I don't know Suspicious Minds
with
very well.
Suspicious Minds.
We can't go on together with Suspicious Minds. And we can't go on like this all the time.
Okay,
I think Elvis would be better than me in his grave.
you said it, buddy. Hey, Dave, that was a bloody extravagant performance. Thank you so much for that, my guy.
I shouldn't say that about Elvis. I shouldn't have said that. Take that back. I take that back. That was rude. Sorry.
Yep. Okay, problem.
I was making fun of myself actually when I said that. I shouldn't have said that. It was actually making me sound really good at crap.
Mate, don't overthink it, buddy. This is, of course, a hilarious, bogus podcast, a live talkback, and it's open line, mate. It's open line. It's open minded, and you're our guy, you know.
I'm going to get this other one. I know it. I have to remember this name of the song though. It's a one that I did.
Look, we've only got a few more minutes on the show, and you've done 3 songs. You're done. But what you could do is you could go find another high value item, and we'll get right back to you.
Yeah.
That's going to work. Okay, great. Selena Spain, what's happening at your end there? What were your thoughts on Dave's performance there?
I missed a little bit of it, but I did find it quite intense. He was very committed to the role, and he delivered.
Oh,
very poetic.
Yes, but wow. Okay, yeah. So intense, committed, and it was quite very direct to the camera there. He did a lot of he had a lot of work going on.
Mm. Hey, can I ask can I ask Carrie some questions?
Absolutely, please.
Thank you. Sure. Okay. So, Carrie, from Palmerston North, are you there right now?
Yeah, I'm in Palmerston.
Beautiful. Yeah, I was born there. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What school did you go to?
I didn't actually go to primary school in Palmerston North, but I went to Woodville School.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
You're from you're from the gorge.
I've lived in loads of places, so it's probably started out there the first few years. But anyway, yeah. So I lived in Palmerston North later on, like as a teenager. Yeah. So anyway, I was going to ask you: have you done performing arts and theatre and stuff there? Or?
Yeah. I used to. I started doing like performance here in Palmy, like at school and with the musical theatre societies and stuff back in the days.
Oh, nice. Yep.
But then I moved away and went and did some training at drama school and spent maybe about 12, 13 years away from home and have come back beginning of this year. Yeah. Oh, beginning of last year. Oh my God. These last 2 years have felt so long. So Benny and I actually know each other from working on a couple of TV shows.
Really, like recent shows, or like
yeah. There's one that's I think going to come out later this year, and then most recently we were working on a show called Mystic, which is about horses, and it's for teenage girls.
Oh wow,
preteens who like horses.
I think I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you used to ride horses?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I used to ride horses. But, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you would, did you ride horses here in Palmy?
I went to Woodville Pony Club, and then out in Kumaroa, when we used to actually ride our horses to school.
Okay.
I was like 9 or something like that. So then we went over to Aussie. Yeah, and it was quite a different vibe over there. Really hot. We got into one-day events, gymkhanas, show jumping and shit like that. So
riding horses to school, that's some like real East Coast stuff.
Yeah. I know, because it was a tiny primary school, tiny little country school, and we just put them in the paddock next to school.
Oh, that's choice. That's choice.
Yeah.
You go up past Gisborne on the East Coast, and like people using horses as transport, and you see them like no saddles or anything, just like riding to the dairy, going to the pub, going to school, parking up at the beach. Yeah, it's mean. Yeah. That's the real mean.
It's just really free, and it's just sort of an eye opener, because we're around so much traffic all the time, and then when you get out to those more remote locations, it's really cool. Really nice.
Well, it's beautiful.
Yeah. So, what do you do, like in the film industry exactly?
I'm an
department? Actor. Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, and I'm an actor. I actually just got an advert. I just got booked for an ad today. So you'll see me trying to sell something in a couple of months' time. But But it's good because I've just been, I don't know about you guys, what you do, but I've literally just been living on the wage subsidy and the resurgence payment these last few months.
Yeah.
Right.
What kind of item?
Mm.
What kind of item you gonna sell?
I could sell a monologue or a voice
So is
class.
it an item or is not an item?
It's a product.
Let's just
So
say
the
that
product's
it's a
an item?
homeware item. Homeware. Let's just classify it as homeware.
Homeware. Yeah, educational toys.
Okay.
Educational homeware.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just so that because of contracts
Perfect for Christmas.
paperworks. Imagine if someone else was selling educational paperware or homeware.
If anyone is selling a fridge, let me know because I'm looking for one.
Oh, you're looking for a fridge. Okay. Are you looking for any whiteware, like other
Yeah.
than that, like a washing machine or a dryer?
Oh, washing machine would be rad. A washing machine would be rad. I'm also looking for a lawnmower. If anyone's got a lawnmower.
I've got a
we might be able
lawnmower.
to do both of those.
I'm a bit far away.
Yeah, I need a
Okay.
lawnmower,
Yeah.
a washing machine.
Do you want a
fridge.
2-stroke or a 4-stroke lawnmower?
4-stroke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Narrows
okay.
it down.
Lawnmower.
There's a little
Recap,
petrol
Dave.
powered
Yeah.
lawnmower.
Have you ever ridden a horse to school?
No, I once. I rode a horse. I've ridden a horse twice.
Where
Rodent.
was that, buddy?
First day it
Where
looks
did you ride a
beautiful
horse?
now.
Ridden.
Where have you
Sorry.
ridden a horse, my brother?
Up north, and Hastings.
Fucking excellent.
Two of the best
was it a good
places.
experience?
Up at Umawera.
Have you been bitten by a
Pardon?
horse?
That's near Kakai. Pardon?
Have you ever been bitten by a horse?
No, I've ridden a horse. Not
Oh,
bitten.
Thanks for clarifying that up. You sure are a legend. And a very valuable caller of the show. Hey, Dave, how did you get a hold of Thane's personal, private, cellular, business use only number?
It wasn't his private one.
Was it the show phone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, is that his?
That's
Did
so
he
line.
just use his personal number as the show number?
Probably.
You're so funny, Dave. I like that. It's a great line.
It's online. It's under Facebook. It's on Facebook. That one. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's publicly searchable. A private number is publicly searchable. That's sort of counterintuitive.
You could buy my phone off me and use it as a show phone.
He just doesn't get any phone calls from anyone. That's all.
How much is your phone, Carrie?
My phone, look, I'd give it to you. You just need to get it fixed.
Oh, perfect. Can we use it with a smashed screen?
No,
What do you mean? Does it cut
No.
your hand or does it just not react?
it doesn't react. It doesn't work.
Oh, it's non-reactive. Okay, so you're selling us a non-reactive smashed phone for free
Yeah.
to support us. That's
Yeah.
not really supporting us.
I'm not
That's
selling it to you.
burning the show.
I'm giving it to you.
We'll take it, but it's still putting us at a back foot. It's
I used to.
It's gonna slowly
I-
go down.
I used to work at a couple of museums, and like almost every day, I would have people coming in and bringing me just pieces of shit, and my job
Oh,
would be. Well, sometimes they were valuable, but my job was to also just go. We don't take that. Like, we don't want it. We don't want it. We don't want it. We don't want it.
Yeah,
That was my job.
Wow. I should start up a museum. That sounds a great scam for getting high
And then
value items.
people just bring you stuff, eh?
A
They do that
charity
at the
museum.
People do that at the theatre as well. They drop off costumes and bits and pieces. And one day at Circa Theatre and on the Wellington waterfront, we got a call while we were rehearsing saying, "Hey, there's a suspicious package outside the door. We've called the bomb squad," and everyone
Yes.
had to evacuate. Te Papa evacuated, and it was someone had dropped off a box of hats and left it outside the front of the theatre and just not told anyone.
Yeah, I mean, some
But,
of those black hats and things look like bombs, so...
Yeah, it was a
hey,
hat box.
I rang up an American pawn shop and I try to ask them what is the value of David Bain's cardigan, because I told him I've got David Bain's cardigan. Can I get a price for it? And he's like, know who he is. And I said, okay, well, I've got Mark Lundy's cardigan. And he said, who's he? And it's true. You can see it on my YouTube, and it's YouTube Hayden Brown. But I'm not trying to get it out there for people to watch.
Wait.
But,
No, this is sounding suspicious. Is this the same sort of YouTube channel where you've got your adult diapers video?
Yeah, it's the same one.
Okay, this is
Wow.
this is another scam. This is a scam channel, guys. He hasn't got the damn. You don't have the damn jumper, do you?
I've got 163 subscribers, Benny. I had 167 earlier today. I've lost 4.
Yeah, well, you need to front up with the item. Okay, everybody. Well, hey,
What's your
this has been
YouTube? What's your YouTube channel?
Yeah, what's your YouTube channel? Hey, dog, come on. We're gonna get you another sub.
YouTube.com/Hayden Brown.
Hayden Brown.
Yeah.
Good. Look, done.
Fucking
But if
excellent.
you look
Okay, well,
up
everybody
Memphis Men, you'll get
subscribe
my
to that.
most famous video.
Okay, well, fucking excellent. It's 11 p.m. just like that, guys. What a bloody excellent show. Sorry to love you and leave you, but we're done. We are so done. I'm going to get out of here. I've got to put the kids to bed. I've got to change the nappy on the deal, and I've got to do a whole plethora of tasks. Recap, Dave. What's your final thought there? Have you fixed the chariot?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That looks good. Hey, what's your final thoughts there, Dave? What's your final note of motivation for the viewers?
I want to keep it. It looks good on display. It looks good on my TV.
It looks good on display, and it looks good on his TV. Words to live by. Okay, great. Thanks for joining us. Recap, Dave. Selenia, Spain. It's been a real experience. Congratulations on the sale of your Space Who's machine. Your final thought?
Just stay positive, because it's a tiring time of year, and don't let things get you down too much. Just keep on trucking.
Keep on trucking. Words to live by. Absolutely. We have got a resident trucker that often calls the show. He drives 1,000 kilometers a day in Aussie, and he's an incredible guy. Mr. Jamie Oxley, the Aussie Ox. Shout out to you, buddy. You keep on trucking too. Hey, dog. We got to hear your final words, and don't be trying to sell me no adult diapers.
No, of course not. I just got to say that chariot that Dave's got, it's amazing. I actually felt a little bit moist just seeing it. And
thank you very much.
It can only...
Okay, we've had an excellent show tonight. He obviously got a little bit excited by the brass. I don't know what it was. But fine high value items affect everyone differently. Hey, thanks so much for joining us on our show with your amazing energy. Any last final thoughts there that you want to share with the viewers at home?
2 things. I want to go to nakedhd.xyz. I'm going to go see some naked ladies after this. And 2, I can't wait for all our borders to be fucking open again, so I can see all your faces IRL.
Absolutely.
It's lonely down here. All the good people are in Auckland.
Well, you know how it goes. Don't count your eggs before they hatch, and be careful what you wish
chickens.
for.
I think it's chickens. Don't count your
Don't
chickens.
count your chickens.
It's chickens.
Yeah, exactly.
You
You can count your eggs before they hatch because it could get into
it's quite easy. They don't move. They don't go anywhere.
They don't really.
Thanks for having me on, buddy.
Hey, well, thank you so much. You're a freaking legend. It's been awesome chatting to you.
Good to talk to you, buddy.
Okay, man, oh man, what a huge show that was tonight. Whew. You know, I actually got my vaccine today, guys. I'm a staunch anti-vaxxer, and I got the fucking jab. Okay, no jab, no job. So yeah. Am I suffering from the effects of the jab? Yeah, I shit my pants in the waiting room. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been one hell of a show. You've been watching Talking Schmack with Benny Mack. Don't worry, I was wearing one of Hayden's patented diapers. If you want to follow us on YouTube, here's the channel. And thank you kindly for joining us on another broadcast of Talking Schmack with Benny Mack.